making fire is an art. We had a good time. Half of the tent. There's a blue jay right there. Good morning from the camp. रात जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा comfortable नहीं थी, but no complaints. We had a good time. 10 डिग्री टेम्परेचर था रात. We were cozy in this tent क्योंकि ये छोटा सा टेंट है 2 बंदों का, उसमें हम 3 लोग थे. ये राइट साइड है जहाँ हमारी बोट खड़ी है, वो दूसरी साइड है. अभी थोड़ी देर में उठ के पैकिंग वगैरह करेंगे, कुछ नाश्ता बनाएंगे और कोई एक्टिविटीज़ करेंगे. हमें ये कैंप साइट आज छोड़नी पड़ेगी और आज की जो बुकिंग है वो हमें इसी प्रोविंशियल पार्क में लेकिन किसी और कैंप साइट में मिली है. चूँकि बुकिंग अवेलेबल नहीं थी तो मुझे कैंसिलेशन मिल गई, तो हमें यहाँ से रैप अप करके चीज़ें वहाँ जाके लगानी पड़ेंगी. कभी आपने सोचा है कि घर के कंफर्ट छोड़ के तो आप कैंपिंग क्यों करने जाते हैं, टेंट में क्यों सोते हैं, कमर तख्ता हो जाती है, इंसान थका होता है आपको और आप जंगल में सो रहे हैं, जानवर भी हैं, फिर भी आप कैंपिंग करने जाते हैं, क्यों जाते हैं? तो जवाब इसका ये है कि जब आपको ये पता चल जाए ना तो मुझे भी बता दीजिएगा. अच्छा जी, ये मेरे सवाल के बाद फ़ौरन ही बेगम ने जवाब दिया है कि वो लोग पागल होते हैं, थोड़े से बेवकूफ़ होते हैं, और क्या होते हैं, गधे होते हैं और क्या होते हैं, थोड़े से सरफिरे होते हैं, उल्लू होते हैं, ये जनाब बेचैन रूह होते हैं. ये मुझे अभी अभी जवाब आया जैसे ही मैंने वो वीडियो बनाई है. तो आपको कुछ आंसर मिल गए होंगे, बाकी आप अपना जवाब जो है ना मुझे कमेंट्स में दें नीचे. बड़ी मेहरबानी. You were hogging our place the whole night?
It wasn't.
You were. You took half of the tent. This is the morning view at our site. The place we selected is not the best, but we didn't have an option. It's all damp everywhere else. This can all get flooded. So that's why we chose this place where there was a slope and it was sheltered under the tree as well. Good morning from Emily Provincial Park, 2.5 hours from our place, but it took us about 7 hours since there was so much traffic yesterday. We came to do boating here, to go in the lake and join the Trent Severn waterway, cross some locks, and that was the plan. So we came here at 6 o'clock and what is it? Yeah. Oh, there's a blue jay right there. Can you move the camera up? Maybe it'll be visible. So we have a blue jay right there. Anyways, coming back to the topic. So we came here around 6 o'clock and we launched the boat. The idea was just to test it last night and go to the big lake and have a spin for a couple hours. However, what happened is that when we launched the boat, we noticed that the boat is actually not, when we accelerate it, it's spinning, or it's trying to spin, but it's not doing much. So the RPM is going to 4 and the boat is not taking speed. So this boat is 140 horsepower and at 2 or 3 horsepower it should start flying. However, it didn't. So we pulled it out and we were trying to investigate. We checked some forums and other stuff, and looks like that the propeller is slipping on the hub. So when we accelerate, the motor is doing all right, and that's why it's going to the next level at like RPM 2 or 3 or 4, but it's not working otherwise because it's unable to spin the propeller that actually pushes the boat forward. So that's the dilemma. We only came for boating, but we are kind of stuck now. So that is where I think the issue is. Although it's spinning fine, but maybe there's a bush under it which is slipping, and that's why it is unable to push the boat. But the visual inspection shows nothing. There doesn't seem to be any problem. Everything seems to be in order. So I don't know, it's disappointing, but that is part of the game. When you go for trips, it happens. You have to live with what is thrown at you. I have always considered making fire is an art, and indeed it is, because you're not always in the same kind of situation, same kind of terrain, same kind of circumstances. Sometimes it's wet, sometimes it's dry, Sometimes it's hardwood, sometimes it's softwood. I follow a lot of people who go to the bush, and I can easily say that I've learned from the best, and I've always been able to put up a fire to make food or to dry myself or to save myself from the cold weather. And it is such a beautiful thing. It is such a great fun to be around the fire, to build a fire, sit around it, see the skies. In the morning you wake up and it's chilly, it's cold, and you start the fire, you sit around it and you enjoy. And of course, when you sit around the fire, you smell like the fire. You smell like the charcoal because the smoke is going towards you. And the Murphy's law is whichever side of the fire you sit on, the fire's smoke is going to follow you there. And it always does. Fire and water, these are the two most beautiful things of nature. Whenever you start a fire, you extinguish it properly when you finish. Because most of the wildfires are because of human errors or human irresponsibilities. So let's not be the one who starts that fire. Start fires on your campsite and finish them properly, extinguish them properly so that it doesn't destroy the forest. There is also a camp store here from where you can buy ice, wood, ice cream and some other stuff. It's a pretty little store. So we're gonna go there, get some ice. So here is our little setup for tonight. There's a little paradise. It'll be raining all night today and it'll be raining tomorrow. Just started raining, so we just moved our chairs under the shade. Mama is praying, so we set it up in such a way that our tent will not get wet, and as soon as the rain stops we'll be starting the fire again. We'll move our chairs back there. Hassan is just preparing some twigs and wood. It is raining quite consistently. It is still raining, and it is still raining, and it is still raining, and it is still raining. This is a little amphitheater at the Emily Provincial Park. It is still closed because of COVID. However, the campsites and the bathrooms and the showers are open now. And it is still raining, and it is still raining. It is still raining, but the good thing about provincial parks is that there are bathrooms there and they're open 24 hours. There you go. So generally these provincial park bathrooms are clean. So hopefully this is our last trip to the bathroom before we go to sleep. It's night time. Most of the people are back in their trailers or in their camps. Still raining?
Yeah.
इस एपिसोड को यहीं पर रैप अप करते हैं. अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो लाइक, सब्सक्राइब और बेल का आइकन दबा दीजिए और वीडियो को अपने फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कर दें. अंटिल नेक्स्ट एपिसोड, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.